All right. Let's see. Good morning, by the way. I came in here without a plan. Let's see here. This is the other piece of Coshocton. We'll go ahead and shape it up real quick here. Some of you guys watch my video said, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Gonna shape it up quick, are you? From what I learned yesterday, this is kind of a tough rock. And this here stuff will mess with you when you get to it. I had a pocket here that hinged and broke. This was going to be a turkey tail. This is going to be the point, but I found a pocket in it that was above my pay grade. Oh, I got Patrick playing here. Might have heard his voice a little bit. Yeah. Just zigzagging this end back to a working edge. That's where it broke there, so I need to work it back to a fine edge to nap from. Giving it the flip flop. I got to thinking about that. I watched it again too. Downy dust. It's a topic that came up yesterday in my live stream. The myth of braiding. And kind of made sense, I guess, but at the same time, there's a lot of variables that can affect that. And one of them is the type of rock you're napping. That might work for the rock that he was napping. And then some rocks different. Every rock's different. The hardness and the platform you're hitting from, angle, the force, all that has other variables. So braiding is only one variable, and I don't know. I don't take that one too lightly, but at the same time, I'm not gonna just more steps, I guess, the way I see it. More steps to so the way I'm doing it here and the way Patrick does it, and a lot of different nappers is he's a opportunistic napper, meaning he braids the whole thing so that now he can nap anywhere on that rock. But if you're working a rock and you're just working on problem areas or trying to run long flakes, then yeah, you can slow down and do this number. I'm gonna take that flake right there. It's right there. So just find the low spot, press on it, and then it made another platform over here. So I'm gonna hit that one. So I need to go like this. Not over braid it. And it did what it's gonna do. And then right next to it there's another one. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm not gonna press this hard, I'm just gonna go straight down. And it did what I wanted it to do. But at the same time, you seen me braid that whole thing before, so what I'd have to do is I'd have to flake every single piece right now, all the way around, because then it'll be unbraided. And I'd have to retest that. But who's to say that this rock is not the same hardness as the one he was hitting on? And then his rock was bigger. And is that gonna work for something this small with this amount of mass? So all those variables are added into it. It's a good theory, I guess, but there's a lot of other things he didn't say in that video that change, I guess. So it's not set in stone is the way I see it, I guess. Just because that one rock did what he needed it to do with the way he braided it. Doesn't make it true for all rocks across the board. Yep. So just my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm not a very accomplished napper, so, but I do have a mind and I do have an opinion sometimes. So I'm not saying that he's wrong. I'm just saying that he's probably right, but it probably works for him on the rock that he's napping. The size of rock he's napping, the tools he's using, all those things are it's part of napping. So if braiding a a wide edge works for you. It drives flakes. It gets the shape you want, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter that you change up your whole system just because somebody said it's a myth. So everybody's got their own style. And the other thing is he's a teacher and I'm not, so I'm sure he has to come up with some kind of a lesson plan, and that's probably part of it. It's going to be part of his lesson plan when he's teaching other nappers. So just to each his own, I guess. He probably makes real nice points doing it the way he does it, so that's all that matters. I was watching Stonehook's unboxing video, and then he napped on a couple of obsidian rocks, and I was paying attention to the way he was abrading. And he kind of does a one spot at a time type of deal. He'll study it, and then he'll look at which platform he wants to strike, and then he'll braid that spot and set his rock down, or his abrader down, and then he'll go at that spot. So, and I'm sure it's been working for him, but at the same time, those rocks he was napping were obsidian, and they're a lot softer, glass-like than other rocks. So maybe that's just what that rock needed. Or something like this, maybe you need to get the whole thing strong so you have a way stronger platform to drive off of it, because this is such a hard rock. Maybe you wouldn't work as good with just that one spot. Maybe it worked better if you strengthen this whole edge. And it has because of the hardness of it. So those are all things to consider, I guess. I put some thought into a little bit. That's a big part of things, is experimentation. Okay, got it shaped up to a teardrop or leaf, whatever you want to call it. So now we'll throw some notches on it. So this one here, I'll go ahead and corner notch it, but it's got that piece right there, so I can't go too deep. I can only go that deep with my notch before it's gonna stall. I know that stuff's tough, so it's just the way the rock was made, I guess, the way it formed. And I'm not gonna be able to knap past that. I probably can, but it's at the I'm at the mercy of the rock pretty much when I get there. So that's the way that one's gonna work. Just gotta know your rock and make a plan for it. Kind of like how I was working with this one yesterday. I didn't know the rock, and I had a plan to make a turkey tail after kind of seeing how it shaped up after I worked it down to some kind of a form. Had an oval going, but once I got to that spot where there was that concrete and it wouldn't drive, and then it drove a big hinge. In the process of fixing that hinge, I scooped it out pretty bad and just about broke it in half. So I just had to change my plan from a turkey tail to that Schneider I made. So same thing there is, you make a plan, but the plan can change. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're getting points here, you're doing well. In my book, I guess. You're still using the rock that you got, not chucking it away. So you can see I'm getting close to that spot now. It's right there, so I can't go maybe one or two more pop-outs and then I'm gonna run into it. Absolutely. Okay, that's a good little notch. I got it up to that spot. Focused. Kinda. So we'll go ahead and throw one in on this side now. The laws of physics. The laws of physics. That's all that is. Okay, back that one to the other. Some good notching. Same size. This one has a little more ear on it, but I can just knock it off a little bit and match it up. Just match it. Don't have to be perfect. Can't see, sorry. The light's casting a pretty good shadow. Yeah, there we go. They're even. Do some edging on it and call it good. I like this little guy for edging. Fine tipped, and it's nice and short. I can get close and score it where I need to. So I just kind of score it, little short flakes. Like that. All the way up. Careful not to break the tip. Tough to see. My light's messed up. You can fix it. There we go. Casting such a huge shadow now. Turn it up a little bit. Okay. So our edge is that way. Almost centered right there, so let's go ahead and meet up with it. Okay. I like it. It's pretty good. Alright, there we go. End product. It's black. I'll put on the brown one. Got 2 points out of that rock. Where's the other one here? Schneider and a baby Schneider. Alright. There we go. So there we go. Some philosophy, some theory, some physics, some geology, geography. There's your class for this morning, folks. Shit. I'll grade your papers tomorrow. But no, I just had some thoughts and I thought I'd share them a little bit, and at the same time I wanted to get that little rock finished there, not let it sit there. That was the Coshocton slab that I got from Bill, so got that rock done. And I finished my other couple points yesterday. This guy I did swift current point. As you can see, my work's not real the best yet, but getting there. So learning how to notch all right, and learning how to pressure flake and all that. Like I said, just do my reps every day. Do some mopping, do some indirect, do some notching, pressure flaking. Just get better every day and work the muscles, work the mind, learn about different rocks. Try not to nap the same rock over and over. I have a good variety, so fortunate that way. I don't get stuck with one rock. I try to change it up every other day. Be a good all-around napper. That way I figure out what works for me and what works for what rock. Yeah. So, alright, thanks for watching. You guys have a good day today. TGIF Friday. I gotta go haul some cattle here. I'm gonna go fire up my semi and hook up to the pot. Got a brother down there needs to haul some cattle to the feedlot, so we'll go see if we can get some of that done today. Weather is kind of cold, a little bit windy. 1 degree. Feels like -9. The wind is pushing 10 miles an hour. Actual one feels like 9 below. So we're gonna slap on about 40 layers of clothes and head out the door here pretty quick. Alright, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, whatever you gotta do.